Hey, howdy everybody, what's up? I got my third Circa Survive album that I'm going to check out on this channel. This is also an Austin request, just like the first two. And this one is their third album. So, following the sequential progression of their discography, I'm really liking what I've heard so far. I've not gone back to it as much as I may have wanted to, just because I've been busy with other albums. But I think it's going to be one of those bands that I'll come back to more in the future and remember as like, oh man, this album's great. Let me go revisit this one again. But one that I don't become super obsessed with in the moment. If that makes sense. But I'm excited to check this out. This is their third album, and actually the only version of it on Spotify that is released is the 2018 remaster, which has some extra tracks after the original 12. It's got some acoustic and demo versions of some of the tracks. So I'm going to, just today, I'm going to listen to the original 12. I'm not going to do a reaction to the acoustic and demo tracks, and I'm going to check out the rest on my own, just because I want to hear it in its original form. But the one problem with that is that it's remastered. So, not sure if I should check out this or if I should check out the original, maybe on YouTube or something. But if I like this, which I assume I will, I'm going to go back and check out the original just to compare it. A lot of the time, I mean, sometimes remasters can do a lot. I mean, look at like Viljarta Mustaden. Like if you look at the original Mustaden from 2011, I think, to the 2021, 2011, to the 2021 remaster, it's night and day. Like the remaster is so much better in like 99% of areas. But with something like this, I mean, I don't know, man. Uterna and On Letting Go held up really well, and they still sounded great, even as albums from the 2000s. So I'm not sure how this remaster is going to sound. But we'll see. We'll check it out. Not sure if this is going to be an album that I feel needs a remaster, even. But, alright. Sometimes people remaster things just for the sake of remastering it, I feel. But what am I saying? I don't know. Let's listen to this. Circa Survive. Blue Sky Noise. Starting off in 6/8. This is a good start. Oh! Really great chords, as always. Ooh. This is great so far. I like the subtle screams too. Okay. Okay, alright. First impressions, fire. I like it. I don't know too much else to say. I can hear a little bit. I don't know, when did this actually come out? Was it 2010 that this released? Yes. So I can hear a little bit. The lead singer, I can't remember his name. I can hear a little bit of like his voice, kind of like the tone of it getting older compared to Uterna and On Letting Go. I can hear it kind of forming into like a little bit more of like a warmer tone, whereas he has like a high tinny, very high tenor voice in the first two albums, more so in Uterna. So just an observation. As a voice teacher myself, something I felt I had to bring up. I'm hearing a little more of the higher stuff here, but you can tell it's later in time. Woo! Repeat that pattern, make it lower. This is P. I don't love the melodies as much as On Letting Go. I think melodically it's not quite as memorable. And those are my initial thoughts. Let's keep going. A fun little 5/4 song. We're building to something here. Looks like a real gamer drinking my dew. No, I don't drink this often. It'd be like once every 3 months, but sometimes I just get a real craving for Baja Blast. I don't usually drink soda a lot. It's still got the vibes, but I think overall so far, it's a little bit of a melodic step back from On Letting Go. It's not bad. This part's beautiful. I love this. Little twinkly guitars in the background. Ooh, you hear that? Do 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 in the background. Yeah, I still feel the same. I don't have too much to say.
You're so careless, careless. Truth disguised in all your alibis. It's
Fun. I don't want to say things just for the sake of saying things, so I'll say things if I have something to say, but overall I'm just kind of like, yeah, this is fun. I'm just vibing.
walk around this place on the shelves of
Bass.
become like the desert just because we'll never pay the ransom. On top of frozen cream, if I open both of my eyes, I would love to take you there.
This song's got some fun major 7, major 9 chords.
I would love to take you.
Rare use of his lower register. Beating up a trash can.
Realizing what's been
What are we doing here?
though I destroyed her favorite son.
That sounded like a western at first in the beginning parts of that. Sounded like the soundtrack to like Rango or any other western. I don't know. I just bring up Rango because I watched that recently on my second channel, which you can check out in the description. Yeah, sorry, I'm not saying much. I just can't think of things to say.
We haven't saved the baby. I won't be angry if you have to leave. The same amount of love it takes to get you through. 'Cause I won't believe.
This song feels like it's about a miscarriage, and that's very sad. Any stuff about babies really tug at my heartstrings, so automatically my favorite song on the album, even though it's sad. Into this happy riff. Not really a riff, but whatever. Guitar part. Oh, love this section. Instrumental. Last 2 tracks. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Nothing's gonna change that. The longer it takes, the more it goes to waste. That helpless feeling I get when
And that's the album. And then there's some bonus acoustic and deluxe whatever demo tracks. Okay. I feel kind of similar feelings to, and I'm also getting like weird flashback parallels to when I listened to Caligula's Horse in Contact. This and that, they're both the third album that I'm checking out from a band where the first 2 albums that I heard really wowed me. And then the third album, I'm kind of more mixed on, like more middle of the road. Because like with Caligula's Horse, I heard Charcoal Grace, which was my album of the year last year. And then I heard Rise Radiant, which was arguably at least as good, maybe even better. It's hard for me to pick still to this day. And then In Contact, I was just kind of like, throughout the whole of that album. And I tried going back to it once, but I wasn't really feeling it, and I haven't touched it since. And I'm kind of getting the same vibes from this one, where like, I thought Uterna was really good, and then On Letting Go was a step even further with much better melodies and more memorable melodies. Some stuff off of Uterna is really memorable too, but almost all of the songs on Letting Go were very good and very memorable. And like almost all of them were bangers. Whereas here, like I listen to this and I'm just kind of like, oh yeah, these songs are fun, but they don't compare to a lot of the other songs, especially off of On Letting Go and some of the melodies on there. And I don't know if it's just my expectations were too high or what, but yeah, I didn't think it was terrible, but yeah, it's much more middle of the road, kind of like me debating how much I'll come back to this. Whereas like the other ones, as soon as I finished them, I was like, oh man, I want to come back to this. And this one, I'm kind of like, I don't really remember any of the melodies from any of the songs. And even like what I think was probably the best song, which was Spirit of the Stairwell, I'm kind of torn on. Because like even that song can't stack up to most of the melodies on Uterna. So I don't know. I'm a little let down, but I wouldn't say disappointed. I wouldn't say it's bad. I would just say I was expecting more and I got a little less than I expected is how I'll put it, compared to the other albums where like Uterna I loved, and then I had some expectations for On Letting Go, and then those expectations were exceeded. So I don't know. Maybe I'll come back to this later, maybe I won't. I don't know. Maybe I'll listen to the demos and see if I like those versions better, the acoustic tracks or something. But as it stands right now, I'm gonna say this album's not bad. It's not bad. It's just not as like, it's not like On Letting Go, where it was moment to moment, jam-packed, wall-to-wall, incredible melodies, great chord writing, so memorable. I'm humming those songs in my head after the album ended. This, I don't think I can. I'm struggling to remember any of the songs, how any of them went after first listen. Those are my thoughts on this. Let me know what you think of this album. Thanks again to Austin for having me check this album out. If you want me to listen to an album or song or whatever, check out my Patreon, link in description, all that kind of stuff. Thanks for supporting me, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.